Hello everyone, my name's Nicole Lynn, and this is my channel where I talk about all things Disney. Duh. So today I am going to be doing what we call the Disney College Program Roommate quiz. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's basically for Facebook pages for the Disney College Program. Once people get accepted, and sometimes people post before they get accepted, it's like this big quiz that has questions that you fill out about yourself so that people get to know you a little bit so they can decide if you would be a good roommate or not. I personally did not have to fill this out because I'm married and my husband's in the program, so I already had my roommate and I didn't need to worry about finding one. But I decided, you know what, I just kind of feel like maybe you guys should get to know me a little bit better. So I thought we'd have some fun and I would tell you guys my DCP roommate quiz so you guys can just kind of get a little bit more background information about me and judge me, and hopefully you like me more. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically what I have planned for you guys. But before we get started, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to get more videos about the Disney College Program or more Disney content in general, go and hit that subscribe button and let's get started. So of course, my name, hi, I'm Nicole. I think I said that in the beginning of the video, but why not? I am female. My relationship status, I'm married. My husband, like I said, Daniel, he's in the program. He is a bus greeter. And we just this summer celebrated our 5-year wedding anniversary. Yes, I was born in 1992. I'm not gonna tell you my age. I just had my birthday in September, but I'll let you do that math. But I don't really want to talk about it. My hometown is Aurora, Illinois. I grew up there pretty much, I was there my entire life. We literally lived at a house on one block, and then when we moved 2 blocks away. So I've always lived in the same area in Aurora, Illinois from when I was born to when I graduated high school. I go to college at Oklahoma Christian University, which is in Edmond, Oklahoma. It's just right outside of Oklahoma City. I am a mass communication public relations major. For a really long time, I was a theater major, and then I got married and decided that my life was no longer going that direction, but I am a big theater nerd. Allergies. I am allergic to Crocs. I hate Crocs. Not really. I don't really have any allergies. Maybe some seasonal stuff, but no allergies. I have 2 siblings. I have an older brother, Craig, and I have an older sister, Alicia. So I'm the baby of the family. I just did social media. I think this is my favorite social media, but if you guys just want to hit me up on social media, you can check out my Facebook page. I'm there quite a bit. I use Instagram, so this is my Instagram user right here. Very much Dinsta right now, Disney Instagram. So, and then also my Twitter. I post there quite a bit. I don't get Snapchat. I don't understand how to use it. I feel old. But yeah, I'm not a Snapchat person. So DCP information, I am at Walt Disney World. I drove here. I did not fly to the Disney College Program. We drove. We did a really long road trip. I went from Oklahoma, and then we stopped at Daniel's family in Iowa, and then we stopped at my family in Illinois, and then we stopped at my friends in Nashville, old high school friends of mine. We stopped to visit them and stopped there for the night, and then we made it to Orlando, Florida for the Disney College Program. So we drove. I am here for Fall Advantage 2018, so I started on May 22nd, I think. Maybe it was the 21st. It was something like that. I can't even remember. It wasn't that long ago. Oh my goodness, what's happening? But yeah, so I started back in May, and I am here until January 3rd. And my role, I'm an attractions cast member, and if you guys have not watched my previous videos, I work at the Jungle Cruise at the Magic Kingdom. So I love it. Most of the time I love it. It has its moments, but usually it's really great. I am living in non-wellness. I think oh, by the way, I'm looking down at my laptop. I have my laptop right here, so if you're wondering why I'm awkwardly looking down, I'm looking at my screen. I think non-wellness means that you live in where you can have alcohol. I really was confused by this. I think this is a European term that they use, but I live in Chatham. If that's the real question, I live in Chatham. I'm not gonna tell you any more information other than that. I can have alcohol. I am over 21, so cool. Ideal number of roommates, 1. I'm very happy to be married and not have to deal with roommates ever again in my life. I think I have found the perfect roommate and I'm very happy with that situation. Preferred housing complex, cheap. I wanted cheap. Doesn't really exist for married people, but anyway. Alumni, no, I am not an alumni yet. I will be soon. Should we do roommate gifts? If I had been like not married and had moved in with roommates, I would have made amazing roommate gifts. So yeah, roommate gifts are awesome and I love being crafty. Lifestyle questions, here we go. Do you party? I'm more of like a move it, shake it, dance it party person. Do I go on like the party bus to Senior Frog? No, I do not. Do I smoke? No. Do I drink? When I can afford it, occasionally, yes, but not, again, I'm not a partier or anything. I drink responsibly, I guess that's what I'll say. Can I cook? I mean, I'm not hopeless. Like, I can do really basic things. I'm not amazing at cooking, but I love baking. Baking is where I thrive. I love it. Night person or morning person? Night person, 100%. I am not a morning person. I'm useless until you get coffee into me. Like, I'm okay in the morning, like I can function, but I become like awake and alive at night, and I don't know why, but I've always been that way. Go out or stay in? I like kind of a happy balance of both. Like, don't get me wrong, I love to sit at home and watch Hulu and hang out, but at the same time, like, I'm at Disney, so I try and get out pretty often too, so it's kind of like a happy medium. What do I do on my days off? On my days off, unfortunately, you do have to do like adult things sometimes. Like, you have to go to the grocery store and you have to do the laundry, which, let's be honest, I don't do the laundry, Daniel does, but I'll mention it. You have to clean, stuff like that. And sometimes my days off are editing video, but I do try really hard to do something every week, like go to a park, go to a resort, go check out something new every week. So on my days off, I try and get out and do something fun and try something new, but does it always happen? No. Do you work out? You're killing me. I used to, but here, no. I tried so hard to work out here and I just did not find time or motivation to fit it in my schedule. So do I work out? No. Should I work out? Yes. I don't like the gyms here. I went to the gym here at Chatham and I like laughed out loud. I was like, this is the size of my apartment. Anyway, cool vibe. I feel like working is a workout sometimes. 3 words that describe your personality. I don't know. I hate these types of questions. Like, it's like one of those like first day of school questions. Name 3 things that describe your personality. So I went with bubbly. I'm a bee and I'm bubbly. I'm a very loyal person. If I'm friends with you, I will do anything for you. I will have your back 100%. Loyal, I don't know. That sounds like a dog. And then ditzy. I have my blonde moments. And I'm not really even that blonde anymore. My hair is getting really dark, but I have just those moments where it's like, whoo, like, yeah. So I'm a bit of a ditz, but I don't think I'm dumb or anything. I just have moments. 1 positive quality. I can get along with probably anyone. That doesn't mean there are people like I don't like, but even if I don't like you, I'm usually very nice to everybody. I treat you like you're a person and I treat you the way that I would want to be treated by you. That's always been my thing in life. So I try to be very nice to everyone. And then 1 negative quality is I am like the queen of procrastination. Like, it's an art form for me. I almost can't not procrastinate. Like, I almost have to wait the last minute to like put something out because like I almost like need the pressure to do the job. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. Maybe if you procrastinate you will know exactly what I'm talking about, but I am a terrible procrastinator. It's funny because Daniel is like the person, he's like literally the opposite. Like, he'll get an assignment for school and he will do it and start it, and and it'll be like due in like 3 weeks, but he doesn't care. Whereas I am like, oh, that's due in 3 weeks, and then I wait until like the night before. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, that is one very bad quality about me, is I am a procrastinator. Outgoing or quiet? I am friendly, but I'm not always like the type of person who starts a conversation. Like, I don't go out of the way to talk to you. But if you start talking to me, I will be nice and I'll talk to you. I am an introverted person. Like, I like being around people, but I like need to get away from people to be like refreshed. Like, I need my alone time. I'm not like shy or anything, but I'm not also like super outgoing. Do you like hanging out with people or keeping to yourself? I mean, I do, like I said, I need my alone time, but I like small groups. I like small, intimate, like a couple of people hanging out. When it becomes a crowd, sometimes I don't know. I just feel like you get lost, or like usually somebody gets lost. Like they're not a part of it. They're not in it, or like sub conversation starts. So then you can be like that weird person who wasn't in one of those sub conversations. So you're just kind of like jumping between them, or I don't know if that makes any sense, but I prefer like small groups if I'm going to hang out. Do you like, sorry, I keep losing my place. Do you like, oh, that's one. Okay, biggest dislikes. Oh my goodness. I would say I don't like slow drivers. I am generally not an angry person except when I'm driving, so I hate people who are bad at driving. In particular, I like to drive kind of fast, so when I get stuck behind, like Disney has so many one lane roads, and then you get stuck behind like a tourist that doesn't know where they're going, so they're like 15 under the speed limit, and I literally want to rip my hair out, so I can't stand that. I don't like people who complain a lot, like people who just can't be happy. Like, it doesn't matter if they lived in a utopia, they would find something to complain about. I can't stand people like that. I'm not saying like don't complain, like I obviously do, but I'm just, you know, those people who like every time you talk to them, all they do is complain. Like that's the only conversation you have with them. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't like people that get on my boat at Jungle Cruise and don't laugh. And I can't stand being on a boat where literally nobody is laughing and everyone's spaced out and there's nothing, because I'm not saying like I'm the best skipper, but I'm funny. Like, people laugh at my jokes, so when I get a boat where nobody's doing anything, it's like, what am I doing here? Why did you wait 40 minutes to do this and not enjoy it? I don't like people who don't take responsibility for their mistakes. Like, that's one thing that drives me crazy in particular about my generation, is like, nothing is ever their fault. They find a way to blame their circumstances or something that happened on something else, and they can't just say, you know what, that was me. Like, there is like an extreme, like you don't always have to take responsibility, but like own up for your mistakes, own up for when you do something wrong and learn from it. Cool. So ironically, one thing that came to mind when I read this, and it was kind of like, this is like a really big dislike of mine. I'm a really big sweet tooth person. I love sweets. I don't like when you have a dessert and they put raisins in it. Like, I'm not opposed to raisins or anything, like they're fine, but why do you put raisins in desserts? Like, everybody knows that pretty much if it's a dessert and it has raisins in it, it would probably have been better if it didn't have raisins in it, or if they had used chocolate chips instead of raisins. It's like when you go to get a cookie and you think it's gonna be like an oatmeal chocolate chip and it's oatmeal raisin, and you're like, wow, I don't really feel like eating this anymore. And so you have like debate, like, should I finish this cookie or should I throw it away? Like, I don't like it. Like, I just, in my opinion, raisins don't belong in desserts. I don't like it. Like, I like carrot cake. I'm a big fan of carrot cake. I can't stand when they put raisins in the carrot cake. Like, just don't do it. So those are my biggest dislikes. That was probably weird, but anyway, those are things I don't like. Messy or organized? Very messy. I'm a very messy person. How do you feel about sharing? I'm generally very nice. I don't like backwash. I don't necessarily like sharing food and like drinks with people. Like, I'm maybe a little, that's more of a germaphobe thing. Like, I'm not a huge germaphobe, just a little bit of one. But yeah, I'm willing to share things. I guess I'm like a what's mine is yours thing, but you have to ask me. Like I'm not, don't like walk all over me and use me kind of a thing. I don't know. I don't know where this is going. Anyway, sure, I like sharing. Sharing is caring. Do you like having people frequently over? No. I think it's because I've pretty much, since I've been married, I've lived in an apartment. So right now at this time in my life, I don't want people to come to where I live. Home is where I go to relax and get away and have my alone time. So no offense guys, like I don't like people coming over. Entertainment, favorite TV shows. So these are like non-Disney entertainment things. So I'm sticking with non-Disney for these questions. My favorite shows, and I had a hard time with this. My favorite show is Friends. I love Friends. I can't even tell you how many times I've watched that show. And I still find it funny. Like that's the thing. It's like I know all the jokes and I think it's hilarious. I like Special Victims Unit. I love The Office. Grey's Anatomy. It took me a little bit of time to come on to Grey's Anatomy. Like I was like, do I like this show? It's kind of cheesy, but kind of love it. But no, I'm all about Grey's Anatomy now. And then Gilmore Girls. I love Gilmore Girls. After the cliffhanger they left on the whole like, what was it, Gilmore Girls? I can't even think of like the name of like the 4 episodes that they did, which I had some mixed feelings about it. Like I'm glad they did it, but then they like left you on this huge cliffhanger. So like, are they gonna continue it? Is it going to happen? Is it gonna be bad? Like don't do it if it's gonna be bad. It's not worth it. But I love Gilmore Girls. The first original, I think 7 seasons. I love it. Favorite drink, coffee. I basically drink a French press of coffee every day. My favorite coffee is just drinking dark roast black. My favorite color, purple. A close second to purple though is mint green. Favorite music. I like a lot of music, but I went with Taylor Swift. Like I'm not ashamed. I love T Swift. I've loved T Swift from the beginning. I still love her, even though her sound has changed a lot. My favorite thing to do is drive in my car, windows down, jamming out to a T Swift song. Now we're moving into Disney favorites. Favorite character, Rapunzel. I went to see that movie when I was 18. I saw it in theaters and I knew, like sitting there after watching that movie, I was like, this is my favorite. This is my new favorite thing. Favorite Disney movie, Tangled, obviously. I decided to go with my top 5, so you guys could, I have a top 5 that I stick pretty strictly with. Right now my top 5 is Tangled, and then Mary Poppins, because I grew up with that one and that one's been a favorite since my childhood. Hercules. We used to have a Winnebago with like a VCR in there, and that movie, we watched that on tape all the time on like our family vacation. So Hercules is my 3rd favorite. My 4th one, a lot of people don't agree with, like they hate that I put this in here. I love Enchanted. I think this is a very underrated Disney movie. I love that movie. I feel like I can watch it a lot and I don't get sick of it. And then for a long time, Big Hero 6 was my 5th favorite, but then Moana came along and kind of knocked it out. So Moana is my 5th favorite right now, but I really like Big Hero 6. Favorite shows, I don't know if Once Upon a Time technically counts as a Disney show just because it is on like ABC and Freeform. I loved Once Upon a Time. I didn't necessarily like, maybe toward the end and like this new season, I'm not sure how I felt about them like just kind of like randomly adding, but for the longest time I was obsessed with that show. Other than I'm really mad that they put Rapunzel in one stinking episode. Like Frozen gets like half a season and Rapunzel gets an episode. Like that made me so angry. I also just really love classic Disney Channel. Like I grew up on That's So Raven and Lizzie McGuire and Even Stevens and Kim Possible. Like those were my jam. Oh, Hannah Montana. I loved Hannah Montana, like well past the time that I should have liked it. Favorite park, Magic Kingdom. That's always been my favorite park. I currently work there and it has not managed to ruin that for me. Favorite ride, Haunted Mansion. Favorite Disney Channel movie. This was really hard for me. I like Googled it and I like forgot about all these amazing Disney Channel movies that I loved watching. But I went with Halloween Town. I watched Halloween Town. I own the first 2 because like the 3rd and the 4th one, they're not my favorite, but the first 2 are really good in my opinion. So I own those and I watch them every Halloween. What parks have you been to? Oh, sorry. I don't know why I read that so slow. I have been to obviously I've been all the parks at Disney World. I went to Disneyland once when I was 7 years old. I really want to go back someday, and I've never been to an international Disney park. So pretty much I grew up Disney World. now I work Disney World, so I'm pretty much just Disney World. And then the best Disney memory, the one I decided to go with is I came here back in high school during Christmas time, and that's back when they had the Osborne Christmas lights over at Hollywood Studios. It was literally magical. Like, I am obsessed with Christmas. Like, I know we're in Halloween, we're in spooky time, okay, I'm giving it its time. I might have a treat shift on Halloween. I guarantee you, in the car on my way home from that shift, because I will get off at 12:30, I will listen to Christmas music. I love Christmas. Like, that moment of just like watching all of these gorgeous lights dance to music, like I remember I like teared up. It was like so beautiful to me, and just like watching like people around you just like staring in amazement, and like kids dancing to the music. Like, it was like Christmas like just exploded at Hollywood Studios, and it was amazing. So basically that's my roommate quiz. I tried really hard not to ramble. I don't think I did a great job, but I'm a rambler, guys. I'm sorry. Let me know if you guys think you would be my roommate, if we would get along. If we don't, maybe don't say anything. I don't know. Anyway, again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Want to get more videos about Disney College Program, Disney content in general, hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and where will you make magic today?